In the barn today, I just got a very special package. I want to open it up and show you what we got. It's a great tool for homesteaders. I'm with the pups. It's just starting to sprinkle outside. Let me show you what we got. It is here! I have been waiting for this package for a long time. There's a secret weapon in here that I use every year to fill my freezers, and I can't wait to show you it. Let's open this puppy up. Yes. Oh yeah. 4 brand new game cameras. Look at these things, they're beautiful. I've been using Moultrie game cameras for years now. These game cameras are a motion triggered camera that you can put up anywhere. As you can see, they're all camouflaged, they blend in nicely, and with a motion detecting sensor, they will snap a photo of whatever walks by. I use these primarily getting ready for hunting season, which is coming up soon now. But I also this year wanted to put up a couple cameras to monitor our pastures. We're getting ready to move the smaller livestock, the goats, and eventually even the chickens out onto the big pasture. Those animals are much more susceptible to predation, and I wanted to have an idea what kind of predators were coming around. Now that we're on a much bigger homestead here in Pennsylvania, I knew I was going to need a few more cameras. I wrote Moultrie an email. I said, hey guys, I got this YouTube channel. Could you help a brother out and send me a couple cameras? And special thanks to Moultrie. They sent me 4 game cameras, partially because we've used them before, we've had good success with them, and so that we could share it with you here on the channel. These cameras were given to me for free. We're gonna set up today one for deer, and we're gonna also set up one to start monitoring our pastures to see what kind of predators we're dealing with. We have the A series and the M series cameras. The A series cameras are kind of like a all-purpose scouting slash security camera. They're very economical. I have 2 versions here, the A25 and the A25i. The I in the name stands for invisible flash. So if you were to use this for more of a security purpose, maybe putting it on your homestead's driveway, the flash in this camera is invisible, no one's gonna see it. A little bit better if you're doing it for security. Whereas this one here, A25, not gonna be an invisible flash, but it'd be nice for monitoring livestock in the pastures, which is what I'm gonna use that guy for. So that's the A series camera, a little bit more affordable so you can put a bunch of them out, a great option for security, monitoring livestock. The M series are the ones I'm going to be using more for monitoring the wild game on my property. The M series have a few more features. They have a higher megapixel photo, a better image quality. Putting it over deer feed, over a field, maybe deer trails, these are going to work better for scouting for hunting. Game cameras are an awesome tool for hunters, but they're an incredible tool for homesteaders. Before I put my chickens out on pasture, I want to know, are there raccoons coming at night? Are there possums coming through? Are there bears or coyotes? If I put my chickens out on pasture, they're much more vulnerable. These game cameras are going to be a set of eyes on the pastures all night long when I can't be there watching to let me know if it's a safe move for my livestock or not. So we're going to go set a couple up today, and then you're going to see throughout the rest of this fall season how we use these here on the homestead. Again, thank you to Moultrie for sending these. Before you head out into the field with your cameras, you're going to need to pop some batteries in them and an SD card. So I've grabbed somewhere here. I have a couple. Where to put my SD cards? I have too many pockets. I'm wearing my cargo pants. Do you ever play that game when you're wearing cargo pants? Which pocket? Split shot, I didn't know was in there. Back pocket. There they are. SD card, brand new. It's good to have a nice brand new SD card for them because they can be formatted to the camera and you don't get any weird problems or mess ups with your card. There we go. SD cards in, batteries, we need 8 AA in the bottom there. You hit this little eject button, that pops out, and you throw 8 batteries in there, and that'll last you probably all season. These cameras are designed to be out in the elements. They're designed to be out in the rain, in the snow, in the weather. On the set of 8 batteries, you can run it, depending on your settings, almost the entire season. There we go. Now we got our cameras full of batteries, ready with the card. Let's go set one up for deer and one up for livestock. When I'm setting up my cameras, for deer, I like to put some sort of feed out that will attract them to the camera. Right here I have this stuff, Big and J. This stuff has an incredible aroma to it. It's very smelly, and in a good way. It smells delicious, actually. And it seems to pull deer and other wildlife. Really, I mean, for miles, they can smell this stuff and they come looking for it. I also make sure to put some Michelob Ultra, oh no, not that. I also like to put what's called a trophy rock out. This is a mineral rock. It has vital minerals that the deer need to thrive, and they crave it in the summertime. When they're eating lots of vegetation, it's a lot of moisture, they crave the salt and the minerals. And so putting out a little smelly feed to help them find the mineral spot and then leaving the mineral rock there will keep them coming back in front of my camera. Now, I do not put feed or minerals out when I'm using these cameras to monitor predators near my livestock, for the obvious reason that I don't want to encourage predators to come where my livestock are. Instead, I put those cameras up on pinch points and areas that I feel the predators might come because of the smell of the livestock already, hoping that I'll get an idea of what's out here and what's interested in what we have. Shut the door. Here's a perfect example of why I want to run a camera on my pastures before I put my chickens out. You're like, why? Because there's turds on your driveway? Obviously, judging by what is in that pile of feces there's a lot of berries and nuts. That is not a dog poop. That is probably like a raccoon. I don't know. It's not big enough to be like a big bear or nothing, but we do have a lot of bear in this area. If you're good with scat, comment below what you think it is. Later we can hang a camera here and find out what is walking up and down this access road and eating berries and pooping them out. Fun stuff. I told you it was Feces Week on Homesteady. got our camera set up. I like to set it up over a log. You can put feed up on the log, your minerals, and it'll just keep it from getting too wet. It'll drain. The deer can eat up higher, which keeps their heads up, which is good for a nice photo. You'll notice there's some serious deer trails behind me leading to this spot. This is a place that I've gotten really good pictures in the past. However, there's some new construction going on out here where the new house is going in, and I'm not sure how the deer have reacted to that, which is why I want to put some cameras up. This used to be a good hunting spot. It might not be anymore. I'm going to pour some feed and put the mineral block here on the log, and then I'm going to get me and my stinky self out of here so I don't scare any deer. Couple tips when you're looking for a spot to put a camera: don't be too far off the road. You don't want to disturb a bunch of deer coming and checking your camera. Also, make sure it's legal where you are to use feed and minerals. In our state of PA, I can't hunt over this if there's feed and minerals, so I will not be running this into hunting season. This is just to do a check on the population, see how they're doing, and then I'll remove the minerals and the feed afterward. Camera was a cinch to set up. One strap around the tree, cinched it to it. As far as the settings go, there's a quick start mode, which, I mean, you turn it on quick start, you hit start and you're ready, and it's taking pictures of deer. I put it on to video mode because we got a YouTube channel and it'd be a lot of fun to watch the video of the deer coming up and eating. Now, I only have an 8 GB card in there, so I might have to upgrade my card, and we'll see what that does to the batteries as well. But this is a really good spot, and I can't wait to come back in a week and check on this and see if we got some pictures. So let me get some minerals out and some feed, and then we're gonna get out of the woods and we'll check back in a week. See coming in here, I mean, that all there, that's deer browse, plants that have been nipped off. There's trails through here. This is definitely a high traffic spot still for the deer. I just don't know what they're doing coming through here. So that camera will help. Okay. A bit trickier of a thing to do, capturing predators on camera without putting feed out to lure the predators in. So what I'm doing here is I found a spot where there's a pinch point, this electric fence, there's a small road here, and there's also a food source, berries over there. So although like coyotes don't have any interest in berries, they have interest in animals that eat the berries. So combination of the food source, the pinch point of the road, and the electric fence. I could also do this along a fence line in the corner on the other end of the field, which I may do. And because this is for livestock out here in the field, I could just put a T-post right there, throw a bungee around it, and I'm good to go. So I'll set this guy up, and I don't expect to get a ton of pictures on this because there's no feed in front of it, but if I do, I'll have an idea of what predators we're dealing with. I'll check this in a week, and if I don't get any pictures from this spot, I'll move it to a water hole, a corner of a field, or another spot closer to my barn if I see scat or activity of predation. I still want to put something over where I found that scat on the road because something's walking up that road and we could figure out what it is. This will also serve as a bit of security for us. This here is an access road, and you can get to different parts of the property from this road. And so I can use this access road, have the camera on my road to see what cars are coming through here, make sure it's all my friends and nobody sneaking on the property trying to hunt or do anything else. This camera's pulling double duty. We'll come back and check this guy in a week and see if we have any pictures. If you guys are interested in running some game cameras on your own property, you can click that link right there and it will take you over to Moultrie game cameras, where you can find the different A and M series that we're using here. And we'll update you in the days forward how they work. We'll share some great video and photos with you as we collect them.